What decodable books do is they contain words with a phonetic pattern that young children have learned. This Pat the Cat book is only going to be a decodable book for a little friend if they have learned the sound patterns that that book contains. And that's where I think one of the beauties of what Sarah and your organization have done is you have this data collection of what is going to match up with the children who are in my care. And we're going to match that child's learning to the books that they get to read, the books that are provided. Okay, they're sequenced with simple phonetic patterns. There has to be a few high frequency words, like the word, what are some of those high frequency words that just have to be there to make the sentences complete? The, and, But the's one, if you learn the TH pattern, you recognize it. If you, and completely decodable. There's so many of those, what we have called the Dolch words or the brides for, first 100. There are so many of them that either are completely decodable or partially decodable so that you can still get an essence of what that sound structure is. Oops. Okay, so designed to develop habits. This is a big one of looking at the word, figuring it out, and then matching what you have said to the picture. And so the pictures in the story are related to the story, but they're not related to, I see a dog. Where you can guess at what dog is going to look like once you look at the picture and then you match that to the word. Not a good way of teaching reading. You see the word and then you match that to what the picture looks like. The comprehension is going to be supported by first the words, and then does that make sense? Word accuracy is stressed. Comprehension focuses on much more literal aspects of what rich language is, because the job is not to develop rich language understanding. The job is to teach the code. And they're used with beginning readers, pre-K up to second, third grade as reading is being designed. Okay, so leveled readers, they contain repeated and predictable text. And because it's predictable, you don't have to read the words. What's the whole point of reading? It includes some high frequency words that are read using meaning cues, picture cues, and at the last resort, and that's the 3 cueing system that if you don't know what a word is, guess. If you don't know what a word, well, if that didn't work, look at the picture, see if you can figure it out. And as a last resort, look at the first letter, see if that's going to help. You know how accurate looking at the picture to guess at what the word is? It's not. It's not. It has a very low accuracy level. And so what we're teaching children to do is to guess. That's not a good way of doing much. Okay, so word reading. Accuracy is not important. The goal is comprehension. I mean, comprehension is the goal of reading. But there is a series of steps to get there. And we cannot bypass that early part of learning how to read. It would be like having a child learn how to talk without saying the speech sounds. Okay, so then authentic books, we know, building good, rich language. And children are exposed to the complexities of syntax, the sentence structures, the complexity of vocabulary in this really good literature.